If you grew up feeling unseen, walking on eggshells, or like you had to earn love, you don't just carry that into adulthood. You actually attract people who take advantage of that. And some people don't feel empathy the way that you or I do. This is for an awareness and to help you recognise there are people out there who are very charming, very convincing, and also very good at manipulating others. At first they feel amazing to be around, like finally someone sees you. They might come on really strong at the start, lots of attention and lots of affection, almost like you've found your person overnight. And what a wonderful feeling that is. But that is the insidious danger right there, that people don't pick up on. They mirror you, they're highly skilled at this. They mirror your values, your interests. The relationship feels easy. But very quickly things begin to shift. They withdraw. They sulk. You can feel the tension. There is silence. They use charm to disarm. They isolate. They make you feel drained and fearful. This is an emotionally dangerous person. They go hot and cold. They might make you feel guilty for small things. They never take accountability, and somehow you end up questioning yourself. You start thinking, is it me? What have I done? And this is the part that nobody really talks about. If you grew up having to keep the peace, or putting your needs to the side, or constantly trying to feel enough, you become very good at reading other people, and very bad at listening to yourself. And this is where the danger is. So when something feels off, you don't always trust yourself. And the sad fact is, for some people what feels familiar, it doesn't feel safe, but it feels normal. So you stay, you try harder, you give more, and you explain yourself more. You empty yourself out just to get back to the way things were. Slowly but surely you feel drained, you feel confused, you're not yourself anymore. And just to say this clearly, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've learned how to survive in environments where your needs weren't fully met. And sometimes toxic people can feel normal. I want you to recognise, start noticing the difference between someone who feels exciting and someone who feels safe. A safe person would never rush you. A safe person doesn't leave you confused. And a safe person would never make you question your worth. One of the biggest shifts in this is start paying attention to patterns and not just potential. Because not everyone who feels intense is right for you. And through my own experience, intensity means toxicity. Not everyone who pretends to understand you is safe to trust. Honestly, our brains and bodies can be a bit mischievous at times. They lead us straight back to what feels familiar, even if it's not good for us. So here's a few reflective questions. Do you ignore red flags in people because you see their potential? Do you feel more drawn to intensity than consistency? When something feels off about a person, when you're in their company, do you trust it or do you talk yourself out of it? And when you have reflected back on these, you may see a pattern in the kind of people that you attract. And this isn't a judgment. It's all about recognition. In my next video, I will talk more about these types of people. And I will break down the kinds of personalities behind this behaviour. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. People often hurt others due to their own internal struggles. but that doesn't make it right. This includes low self-esteem, unhealed trauma, or a need to have the control and power over others. They lack emotional empathy and actually enjoy manipulating others. For some individuals, it's at the very core of their being. Emotionally dangerous people have this ability to hide their treacherousness. So when you meet them, they seem so enticing, but it's a trap, and it could cost you your sanity and your life. So I want to give you the patterns of an emotionally dangerous person to help you recognise what's going on. So the first one is align and isolate. An emotionally dangerous person aligns themselves with your family and your friends. They make their character look so shiny and helpful. They've got good communication. They get on well with everybody. But secretly behind closed doors, they're finding fault in your people, and they're manipulating you to stay away from them, to stop contacting them, to separate that bond that you have. The second one is encourage an alarm. So a common tool for an emotionally dangerous individual is things like alcohol and any sort of addictive substances, street drugs or prescription medication. They will encourage addictive behaviour within you. They'll get you to participate in it at unhealthy levels, and then they'll declare that you're an addict that needs help. The third one is confront and avoid. There is no reciprocal agreement for confrontation. This can be abusive threats or physical violence towards you, and you must accept it. They claim to behave this way because they love you. Now let me point this out. A healthy individual that loves you will not abuse you in any shape or form. If you, however, wanted to confront them about something they've done or what they've said, this will be shut down immediately, and this person will not receive any criticism from you. The fourth one is illuminate and confuse. So emotionally dangerous people have this sixth sense about them. They can quickly assess a person and spot vulnerabilities, strengths and weaknesses. Now this is so insidious. They will gain your trust and pretend to be vulnerable or mirror you, so you let your guard down. Once that trust is earned and that guard is down, they will then attack. Now this is confusing and inconsistent to their previous behaviour towards you. When you show your discomfort to their behaviour, they will accuse you of being too sensitive. The fifth one is calm and angry. So a dangerous person has the gift of being calm on the outside while raging mad on the inside. There are no subtle visible signs of anger, but if you say things like, "I see you're angry," that person claims that you're overreacting. Number 6, ease and aggravate. The appearance is attractive with the right amount of charm, but there is always something within you that feels uneasy. You know that feeling in your stomach when you're sitting with someone or you're around someone and you just get this feeling, or you can just feel it's really, really off. And the thing is, many people override this instinct. Number 7, protect and harm. So emotionally dangerous people can have this front. They can be quite overprotective regarding you and will protect you from other people and their conflict. However, when they are the source of your tears, they are cold and dismissive. It's okay for them to cause you harm, but another person wouldn't generally stand a chance. Number 8, passive and control. Another gift they have is the ability to know when to engage in a power struggle or not. They will become submissive if it's to their advantage. This is done to further disarm you. They will, however, become dominant if they think they are losing influence or power over you. Number 9, safe and unsafe. All these techniques that I've just spoken about are used to give you the false perception of safety, when in reality, an emotional, dangerous person is the unsafest person you could ever be around. The uncertainty results in you feeling you cannot trust yourself and that you're going crazy. At times you will be aware that you are being abused, but there will be no evidence of abuse to back these claims up. They don't leave visible bruises. They quietly rearrange your inner world. Think of them less as a storm and more like a slow, creeping damp in your house. They distort your reality. You lose trust in your own judgment. They chip away at your identity, and they create emotional dependency and an impact on your mental health. If you have someone like this in your life, please leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. And as ever, please like, share and subscribe. And most importantly, take care of yourselves. And I'll see you all in the next one.